Alright guys, started working on the bus again today. I wasn't going to record anything today just because, I don't know, it's the same stuff we've been doing. But I figured if we're going to document the entire process, might as well show what I'm working on today. I stopped working on the roof panels and started on the wall panels because of the air conditioner unit that's in the back. We've still got the Freon lines and drain lines and stuff down in the wall, and we really haven't decided if we're going to keep it or not. It's functional, it works, but the only thing is the vehicle has to be running for it to work. Our battery setup that we're going to go with will not run it, unfortunately, or I would try to convert it or do a different air conditioner solution. But we might try to save it and see if we can either run it while the engine's running, or see if we can somehow convert it to like a 240 plug or something, like a campground plug that's a 30 amp, 50 amp, or however many amps campground plugs are. I have no idea. See if we could just plug in specifically to run the air conditioner, but still haven't figured that part out yet. But I'm working on the wall panels for that reason. I don't want to have to deal with the air conditioner unit right now. But I got one panel. I got one panel out, and well, not really one panel, a piece of that long panel that goes all the way down. It looks like they have rock wool in the sides, which if I would have known, I probably could have left it there, but not exactly sure if rock wool is water resistant or not, or moisture resistant. And being that there's windows all underneath it, kind of, I don't know, some of the rivets were rusted, so it leads me to believe that, you know, water is getting in around the window somewhere, and that, so it makes me want to tear all that out and see if we can seal up the windows a little bit better anyways. I'll start working on the front up here, getting this panel out, over the driver's seat out, this little box right here, get that out, because that actually houses all the electrical in here. So it houses all the electrical that I'll have to go through eventually. But I'm gonna start tearing probably all the front paneling out, and just the wall paneling. I probably won't even get done even remotely close what I want to today, but that's just the goal for today. And I'll be riding solo because Hannah is still at work. I get off on Fridays during the summer, so I have a lot of time this summer to actually get some stuff done. So hopefully I'll be able to accomplish a few goals of ours, get us one step closer to getting on the road. I will say the walls are a little bit easier because I don't have to hold, you know, a hammer and chisel above my head. But the rivets are still the same. They're not really giving away any easier than the ones in the roof were. But I've got almost a whole row of these top ones here on the other side. All of those. I got almost all of those out on this side over here. I'm fixing to start on the up and down, the vertical rivets, and then I'll do the bottom row. I'll take out the seat. There's a little piece of angle iron. So it's called like the seat rack or something. Some people say it's for structural support of the bus. I don't really know if that is. I'm gonna take it out, and if I see any difference, I saved all the brackets and stuff to put it back in, but I don't really think it's any structural support. I think it's just to attach the seats to the frame. Also, beneath the rubberized flooring, not the subfloor, but the rubberized flooring, there's one rivet underneath each column. There's one underneath the rubberized flooring, so I guess I'm going to have to start pulling the floor up today. I didn't really want to actually get into that process, but it's necessary to get the wall paneling out. So, I mean, that's what it is, I guess. I got a chance to get underneath the bus and look, and it does appear to be rivets through the floor again. This is a little bit heavier gauge metal, so I can't just bend it away from the wall and get those rivets out. I couldn't get the rivets out from underneath the bus. I can't get a punch and chisel down in this right here because there's no room. So I think my only option is going to be to get a cut-off wheel and just cut this out at the bottom. I'm going to take a quick break because it is like 90 degrees out here and I'm covered in insulation and I'm itching like a mother. But I will come back out in a few, maybe 30 minutes and get back to work. I'm not going to lie, this sucks. Me and Hannah really researched bus life and van life and everything, and we really wanted, my original passion was to do van life, and after I got on the internet and started pricing vans, looking around for vans, everyone wanted, you know, upwards of $10,000 to $20,000 for a van that was 10 years old or more. So, and a brand new one was like 50 or 60, and that's without anything in it. And I couldn't, I guess it just became so popular that they were in high demand. So we went with the bus. Now, a van is already just the shell on the inside. I knew a bus was going to be a lot more work to get to a building phase because there's a lot of demolition involved, but did not realize it was going to suck this much. I think if you're thinking about doing this, I would definitely make sure you have all the tools you need before you go buy a bus, because a bus requires you having a lot more tools initially than a van would, I'm assuming. Which, I mean, when you start getting into a van, you'd have to have tools still, but people don't ever think about that. You have to buy tools to then do the labor that you're trying to do. So that's another upfront cost. I was lucky to inherit a lot of my dad's tools, and then also I've purchased a lot of tools myself, like table saws, drills, and stuff like that. So if you're looking into getting into a bus conversion, I would highly recommend getting access to some tools. Just mashed the mess out of my hand with this little hammer. If you're gonna do it this way, the other day I had a cross peen like 4-pound hammer, and I could hit the rivets twice, 3 times maybe they'd come out. This takes like 6 or 7 to 10 times, and just get fatigued and sweaty, and I've hit my knuckles and it is starting to swell majorly. So since I'm already going to be using the angle grinder to get that side out, might as well use it to get that side out while I'm at it. I'm just going to go ahead and start doing the floor so I can have that done for today anyway. Well, the camera died, so we kind of missed some stuff, but I got the rest of that rubber flooring up, which I'm going to save for the template when we put a new subfloor down, because the subfloor that's in here can't be saved to template because it's pretty much rotten right there in the front where there was a leak. The rest of it's pretty solid, but I'm going to go ahead and tear it out anyways, I think, and put insulation underneath the subfloor. So insulate in between the sheet metal and the subfloor, and then go ahead and put my flooring on top of that. Alright, let's see what we can tear up. So you know how people always, when you see these videos on the internet, you see people talking about going to the depot all the time. Well, we're going to make our first trip today because we ran out of cutting wheels. So I'm actually not going to go to the depot because we don't have one in my hometown. We're going to go to Tractor Supply, which is pretty big here in Texas. So we're going to go get some more cutting wheels and then we will resume. Okay, so we got the front tore out sort of around the fuse box and stuff, and then we got one whole wall back here. We really wanted to try to get the air conditioner out because we decided we weren't going to keep it, but I'm not really sure as how to disconnect it because I think it's directly wired to the battery in some sort because it will not run unless the engine is on. So I guess I gotta find the fuse block for the battery and then disconnect that, which is going to be a pain in the butt because I'm not super mechanically inclined. I know I'm not really evaluating very much because I don't have a camera person here with me. Got any questions? Leave them down in the comments down below and I will try to answer them. Alright, so I just did something I wouldn't recommend you do. I would hire an air conditioning company or a mechanic or something of the sort. But I just undid the Freon lines slightly to the air conditioner. I'm just going to let it bleed out all the way. Be careful, don't do that. Don't do that. I've worked for an air conditioning company before in the past, so yeah. Highly recommend you not do that. I highly recommend that you pump it down or get someone to pump it down that has a holding tank or gauges, something of the like. But I'm gonna get out of here before I start breathing in that Freon. Well, I guess that's gonna wrap up the video. Hope to get some more stuff done. Maybe by July we'll start actually putting stuff back in the bus instead of tearing stuff out. That's the goal. So thanks you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment any questions you got. Can't wait to see where we take this.